ask any questions. Mo, he did what he did to his left knee, and so he'll be reevaluated tomorrow. So I'm going to ask that we don't ask any more questions about that, because that is a little touchy subject right now for us, for him, and I want to be able to control my emotions because of how much we care about these young men and what they're going through. So we can do another discussion about it another day, please. Go ahead, Dan.
Coach, obviously considering the short-handed nature and the adversity facing your group, what did you see out of their comeback effort, and how do you explain what your group did in the fourth quarter tonight?
You can't really explain that. That's something I haven't seen. I have not seen that ever in my years in the league. The ability to stay with it despite all of the circumstances that started in the beginning of the game. Our guys stayed with an amount of grit, determination, focus. We talked about it at halftime. We said, watch when it gets to 12, see what you do. We got it to 12 twice, and then we took it the second time. It's just the belief system of this group. Next man up by committee. I mean, there's no better way to show it than what that locker room and each guy did from the beginning of the game. To go 37-8 in the fourth quarter tells you about the magic level of defense and how we are determined to lean in on our defense to get out and go on offense.
Jamal Cole had 27 points, I think, in the second half. How do you simplify or put his performance into words?
Cole's incredible. He was incredible tonight. And I want to say this for the team, for the group, for people that won't understand what this kid does. He hasn't been playing great basketball, and he'll tell you that. And he never stopped working. He never stopped coming into the gym. He never stopped talking to the coaches. He doesn't stop watching film. It's the belief that we have in him and the belief that he has in himself and the ability to keep working no matter the circumstances surrounding you.
You talk about the next man up mentality with you guys. I mean, for Trevlin to even come in, what have you seen in just his confidence in the way he's able to really help this team, especially from last year to this year?
TQ's not scared. That's one thing about him. He's willing to step in any big moment and do whatever's asked of him. He goes to the G and he plays well. He distributes the ball, plays defense, plays the right way. He just has a great and high basketball IQ, and he's tough as nails. And I think this kid, that's what he showed tonight. This young man showed that tonight.
In moments like this, how valuable is a player like Corey Joseph, and what did he provide throughout the night? Steady.
He was just steady. His grit, his fight, his determination, his poise throughout the game, talking to the guys in the huddle, knowing that the game it's waves, it's up, it's down by 25, but you never get discouraged. And he's a guy that has been a champion, and he is a champion, and he knows exactly that that's what it takes. You can't get too high, you can't get too low, you can't get rattled. You have to ride that momentum at certain times, and that's what our guys did tonight.
Jamal, what was the message after the game, and what was the scene like in the locker room after the game?
The first part of it was just a celebration of the fight that we all put forth. That was what guys came in. There were high fives, there were cheers, there was a little bit of shock because of all the things that we had to overcome within this game. But then there was the relief of this is what we're capable of doing. This is the belief system we have to have and know what we're capable of doing on a nightly basis when we put our heads down and just continue to grind. Then there was a moment that we talked about making sure that we're lifting our brother up in Mo Wagner. That was a big portion of it. But again, it's a group that just continues to fight. They continue to scrap. They continue to go no matter what's happening. And you saw that the other night against Oklahoma City, being down 20 as well, down 25 tonight. And there's just a belief within that group just celebrating each other, celebrating what they've put together and what our coaches have put together for them to be able to fight every single night.
You talk about the celebration in the locker room, post-game and uplifting one another. What about being down 20 at halftime after everything had transpired in that first half of play? What is the message that you're delivering to those guys, making sure people don't get disgruntled and, continue to remain keeping their head high?
It's crazy to say, but you say what happened the other night. We've been here before. We were down 20 at half. You've been here before. And so we came back before the other night. It was 80, 83, 86. You got it to 3-point game. I said at halftime, one of our coaches said at halftime, we'll get it to 12, watch what happens. We got down 12, and then they bumped it back up to about 19. And then the next time down, there was about 6:50 left or so, get it to 12 again. And then from there, it was the run. It's just being able to recognize the moments and know that you don't let it get too far away from you. And that's what the conversation was at halftime. There wasn't a lot of film shown because it came down to, can we separate from what's happened throughout the game, whether it's a call, whether it's somebody going down, whether it's something we don't like, can you separate yourself from that emotion and focus on the game plan and how hard we can play and how we can do it together?
How much is a comeback like this and a night like this about how much trust and how much belief and growth has been kind of built with this group really over the last 3 years and kind of forming that identity that you guys talk a lot about and show a lot, but under pressure, how much of this is just built over the last 3 years?
It's that proof. It shows the proof of it. When you keep fighting, you keep going, you stay determined, you stay together and celebrate each other and play the game with a level of joy and toughness and passion. Like it goes a long way. And also the last piece is that it goes into the belief system. When, our coaches tell these guys, hey, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting. They believe it because they've seen it happen. And now this is even more proof of what you can do in situations when, your back's against the wall, you're down 25, and you go for it. And you have guys that believe in each other that go for it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be back with.
Kenny, in light of the circumstances, the adversity your group was facing, and the deficit as well, how do you explain your group's fourth quarter comeback tonight?
I loved it. But no, we all felt when Mo went down, we all felt that. And for us, it was always preached, next man up mentality. And everybody off the bench, that contributed tonight, played well. And I think the opportunity that we had tonight, everybody pulled together. Nobody separated. We just stuck together and got the win.
Kenny, you've been around this league for a long time. I'm not sure how many instances of a comeback that large you've been through, but when something like that is happening and you guys are out on the floor, what does that feel like when you guys are out there?
I mean, that feels, at the moment you don't through the game, you don't want to try to think about the comeback or we're down 2 and let's continue to do that. We just playing. The flow that we had was great. When CA came in, Kojo, TQ, everybody that came off the bench contributed to our win and our success. And I think we leaned on our defense a lot, which got us back into the game.
We're 30 some odd games into the season. What does a win like this tell you about kind of the core identity of this group and what they're about when the pressure's on and when the pressure might be on later on in the season?
When the pressure's on, we're going to show up regardless because we know what we bring to the table. Like Coach say, we have enough in this locker room to compete with anybody. No matter how many bodies that we have down, we still got enough. And we showed that tonight. It's just toughness, never giving up, and just the relentless effort, on both sides of the ball.
Obviously, a ton of different players stepped up, but how much credit can you give Jamaal Mosley for what happened tonight?
All the credit. He's the coach. He's putting us in position to be successful, and we all trust in him to make that right decision for us in the moments. And he did a hell of a coaching job. He's a hell of a coach, and we all truly have respect for him.
Cole hasn't had the start to the season that he probably wants. Just to see him have that performance, 35 points, 27 in the second half, just how excited are you for him? I'm
truly excited. Me and CA always talk, about him, just getting buckets. He's a professional scorer, and when he checks in, we look for that energy. We know what he's going to bring to the table offensively. And tonight he came out and just showed up for us. You know, we had guys down. We needed a next man up mentality, and he was one of the guys that gave us the energy off the bench in that second half.
Thank you, Kenny.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Here's Goga.
CA microwave. In light of the circumstances, considering the adversity your group was facing, shorthanded, deficit, take us through and explain, the comeback effort you guys made, especially in that fourth quarter.
Oh, man. Mose kept telling us, this is what he kept saying to us on the court. He kept saying, get it to 12. Get it to 12. Got to 12 once, and they went back up. And, he's like, it's okay, get to 12 again. We got to 12. Started hooping from there. Just, oh, man, that was fun. All right, Goga? Had a good time.
Cole, you've been very vocal about, this maybe hasn't been the start to the season that you've wanted, but 35 points tonight. You were a little bit emotional in the post-game TV interview. Just what does a night like this mean for you?
Oh, man, a lot, man. I'm honestly really happy that I was just able to help contribute to the team getting a dub. I mean, that's the most important thing at the end of the day. And, I just be wanting to feel like I'm contributing to a win, and I felt like I did that tonight. And it's no better feeling, man. We had so many dudes step up on the court tonight, man. TQ, I got to give like 3 big shout outs to TQ, man. Just came in ready, never complained, always got a good spirit, man. Just big shout out to TQ, and Goga pretty good too.
Goga, you guys always talk about that next man up mentality. So to see everyone, especially Cole right here too, have the performance he did tonight, just what did this win emotionally mean for this team?
Yeah, it was for Mo. We are all praying for Mo. He had the crazy season. I mean, you look at his numbers, what he did, what he has done. I mean, 6 man. 6 man, definitely. I mean, he was up there. We were all praying for him. This win was for Mo. It's really bad to see, another one of our guys, brothers, go down by, just what we've been saying, the next man up. This guy, I mean, he deserved more than this. I mean, it's crazy to come in, not get consistent minutes and do this. This is I have watched a lot of NBA, and I haven't seen that. I've never seen that. I mean, guy just off the bench, doing this. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was just one man. I've been calling him one-man army, 1 man against 50. I mean, how many they got out there don't matter for him. And I'm so happy for him. He deserved this. He's been working this morning. I mean, before our meeting, he was on the court just going full speed, full sweat. I mean, working there and just. He deserved it, and he trusted the work, and super happy for this team, and especially for Cole.
I got to say one thing. I just got to put some prayers out there for Mo Wagner, man. You're not going to meet a dude who works as hard as him, who is as committed to the game as him, and just truly, truly loves the game, and also at the same time is just a great human being. And just to see that just what happened to him tonight, obviously we're going to keep him in our prayers, but I know that as a team, we wanted to go get this win for him. Like, that's a dude who I think he was going to be the 6th man of the year, and hopefully he comes back and can pick that up, but just whatever it is, we got his back, and so just prayers up for Mo Wagner, and big shout out to him, man. We got him.
Yeah, Goga, you haven't had a lot of chances to go to work on the block necessarily, especially in a key moment of the game like that. How did that feel to have that opportunity to get that go-ahead basket, and kind of what inspired you to be kind of ready and go to work when that moment came?
Yeah, I mean that it was mostly because of him. Honestly, I mean I'm serious, because I mean he was cooking them, so everybody, whole team was focused on him. So then they had he made that pass, and they had Tyler Hero down there. So I mean, and it was late clock, so just one dribble, they just put him in the basket, and yeah, I mean, I'm working on it every single day too. You know, you get one touch, you have to score. When you're in the paint and you get the ball and you have a mismatch, you have to score as a big man. So that's what I did, and yeah, the assist goes to Cole.
Hey, your head was almost at the rim.
Yeah, it's a terrible joke, but I laugh because you played good. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I don't get the origin of the joke, so.
Terrible joke, honestly.
You guys have obviously been on the team together for a while. You guys and the rest of the group, and you've been through a lot of adversity in the last couple of years. Does an experience like this make that grow, or is it because it's already grown so much that you're able to get past this?
Yeah, man. I mean, year 5 in the league for me. What's this, year 6 for you, Go? I mean, shoot, man. It's not an easy league, man. It's not. It's highly competitive. Dudes is competing every day. And it's a lot of hardship, man. It's hard mentally. It's a hard game physically. And, you know, just everything that we've been through to this point just helped us get to this moment right here and allowed us to go out there and play the game the way we played it and come back and get a good win like that. So, I mean, this joint was literally already written, and we following the script.
Cole, you've been here for 5 years. This is your 5th year.
Yep.
You've seen a coaching change.
Yep.
A lot of changes in the locker room with core players. What does Coach Mosley bring that wasn't here before in terms of making this team so resilient?
I mean, I was only here with my man Cliff for 1 year, and it was a different year. I mean, we weren't that good. So, I mean, it was different. We're pretty good now. But Mose, I told Mose this a couple days ago. He's literally, this all starts with him. And I told him earlier today, I was like, yo, Mose, I like your energy today. I said, that joint's contagious. It's going to rub off on everybody. I told him that. And that's what happened, man. Everybody just, we was distracted a little bit. You know, we got off to a rough start, but dudes locked back in. And I give so much credit to Mose for keeping us engaged. And once again, big shout out to Mose.
You guys have talked about, and you and Kenny and Coach Mose have talked about getting it to 12 and how important it was to kind of keep cutting into that deficit when you beat a team in the fourth quarter 37 to 8. What's that feel like when you sense the opponent is kind of on their back heels and searching and hunting the way that
I was able to tell. I mean, it got to a point where they literally it was straight ISOs. It was ISOs, and they missed a few. And I'm like, yo, we got them. I'm literally like, yo, we got them. They missing. They kind of, you could tell they're not. They wanted that joint to, they was up 20 and they were playing like they were up 20. Like everything was kind of lax, and we as a team, we sensed that, and we was like, yo, we got to go. We literally got to go, and that's what we did.
Cole, what did it mean to you? I know it wasn't a surprise, but what did it mean to you on a personal level to see the guys react to the way the whole team was playing in the fourth quarter on the bench, and then after the game to see Tristan, Jalen just embrace you after that walk-off?
Oh, man, we have some of the best dudes in the league on this team. I mean, like, forget basketball, just high character, man. It's just we literally have such good human beings in this whole organization, not just the players, the coaches, the front office. Like, it's literally just a bunch of great human beings. And to be able to come into work every day and just interact with people like this is literally such a blessing, man. And I'm so appreciative for everybody on this team, everybody in this organization just has supported me. And the same way I'm going to support them. I mean, when I'm not playing, you see me over there, I'm clapping, I'll be hyped for these dudes. And so to feel that same love back and know I'm always going to get that same love is just, it's something that I don't think is appreciated as much, especially around the league. Just, you don't get this many good people in one organization. You don't get this many high character people in one organization. So I'm just blessed to be a part of this.
Thank you, guys.